And for your weekend here, a lot going on across the area with festivals. Luckily, weather wasn't bad today at all. And, you know, things are not looking too bad here. I want to start with the rain chances the next 7 days. Not a whole lot to watch out for. A couple showers still possible tomorrow, but I don't think we have any big issues. Should be a great day for our festivals. And then all of next week really looking lovely. Now, I don't have any strong cold fronts yet, but a weak one's going to bring us some really nice weather. Still tracking a couple showers if you're down here along the coast. We do still have a few showers down in lower Plaquemines. Getting ready to see some rain move into Buras, Triumph, and Venice. We've also got one shower just down south of Belle Chase towards Carlisle and the Phillips 66 refinery there in Plaquemines. A couple showers trying to pop up closer to Lafitte there this evening. Now, overall, no major impacts in our forecast. One thing you will notice the next few days, the winds are going to start to pick up steadily. Coastal areas will have stronger winds. Inland areas like the city and the North Shore, winds are going to be anywhere from 10 to 20 miles an hour. Along the coast, 20 to maybe 30 miles an hour. This is thanks to a developing storm. Tropical storm Milton is expected to become a hurricane. Now, it's going to stay to our south by hundreds of miles, but it's still an area of low pressure. So we are going to see that persistent east wind the rest of the weekend and into early next week as that storm moves towards Florida. So it's not moving very fast this evening, but we do expect it to speed up later tomorrow and into Monday. It could rapidly intensify between Sunday and Monday, becoming a Category 1, Category 2, and then we do think this will be at least a Category 3. There is some guidance that suggests this could be a Category 4. That's how quickly things can change in the tropics, and I always say take it day by day. Now, right now, the cone, this is not a great scenario for Florida at all. I mean, we're talking about a major hurricane making landfall on the west side of Florida by Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening. Now, the timeline of this has slowed down slightly since the 4 p.m. track update, but generally, Wednesday somewhere along the Florida coast there, we have landfall of a major hurricane and then quickly moving across the state, which means those hurricane force winds will penetrate far inland here all the way across the peninsula. So anywhere from the Big Bend all the way down to Fort Myers here is watching this very closely. And while that center of the cone right now is right near Tampa, that is not a good scenario for Tampa. We still aren't locked in on exactly where the center will go. Now, you might be looking at that and thinking, wait a minute, that's not usually the way hurricanes move in the Gulf of Mexico. And you'd be right, but once we get into October and in our cooler months, remember, our atmosphere starts to shift, temperatures start to cool down, and you start to see different steering currents. So the reason it's going the wrong way, call it wrong way Milton here, is because, well, this big trough is digging down, and that's what's pulling it this direction. In other words, there's no ridge over the Gulf of Mexico or Florida that's steering in our direction, which is typically what would happen in this setup. But in this case, no. We got a cold front coming down, we got a trough, so that's why the steering currents are looking a little different. Tropical models showing that this is heading to Florida, but still split on where exactly landfall will be. Big rainfall totals, but of course, with a strong hurricane, you're talking wind and surge as well. And if that thing goes right through Tampa, they have not seen a storm situation like this in over a century. No one alive has gone through a storm like this in the Tampa area. So a serious situation, certainly they need to be keeping an eye on there. But once again, back home, we got a cold front moving in. You feel guilty talking about it. Beautiful weather. We'll have cool mornings. I've got some 50s and 60s through next week with lots of sunshine, and our temperatures will be in the 80s with plenty of sunshine.